Welcome everybody back to Boost Motion, guys. Today I want to talk about it. They got a local, a local swimmer. What do you mean by swimmer? A local swimmer. Yes, someone who cuts up in traffic and runs from police. And as I've been saying on this channel for at least the last 2, 3, 4 years, they're gonna get one of these guys, and they finally caught one of them. They caught Squeeze Ben. So guys, let's go. Let's jump into the video. First thing, shout out to my fellow Boost Motion people. Much love. I appreciate you guys for your support. I know it's been a minute, but I want to make a reaction video to this. And you know what? I might throw this up on my Bring the Boost podcast just to talk a little bit more about it. So, anyways, if you guys don't already know, why am I looking at this guy? Why should you guys even care? What's up with this? So, Squeeze Benz is one of the guys who make videos running from the police, driving crazy, cutting up on the traffic, and he puts this on his social medias to get paid, right? So why should you guys care? Why do you guys even care? Should you even matter? Well, I'm going to talk about it in this video, right, and my own frustration about it, right? So number one, first thing, I've been saying this stuff has started all in 2020, and pretty much we live in a state, New York State and some of the tri-state area, other states around us, have changed the laws where police are supposed to disengage pursuits for traffic violations. So that means if you're speeding 80 miles an hour, in other states like in Arkansas, if you choose to not pull over, they can still continue the pursuit and pit maneuver you and then arrest you for not stopping. Now, New York State and other surrounding states have made a lawful change where they realize that number one, that is very expensive for their city and state because they have to replace the PC, the patrol car. They have to pay for whatever the police goes through physically. They have to pay for whatever they do to, guess what, the insurance or any damages that other car may do to people and public property, right? Because technically, it's the city versus whatever the insurance company wants to sue them for. At the end of the day, it's very costly to be in a pursuit with someone over a freaking speeding ticket. So they made a smart decision to stop making this way. I know some people was watching will be like, no, it makes sense. If you're speeding, you're a criminal, pull over. Well, some people don't want to pull over. I'm not in agreement for it. I've taken my speeding tickets in the past, but there's times where I'm like, no, I'm out. Right? That's it. Some people have done that. As I've gotten older, I have more to lose, so I don't do shit like that. I just don't wild out. I have 2 to 3 cars right now, and I can definitely get away. But I choose not to. I just choose not to engage in this bullshit. New York City doesn't have this. But Squeeze Benz is a young kid. Shout out to the young guy. One of the people who record himself speeding away. But he's not the first one. This is not a GOAT, okay? I hate how people keep saying this. I would say the real GOAT is Where's 981. Like, he one of the few people who really started a lot of, like, not started this culture, because this culture was from traffic blocking decades ago before a lot of these kids were even came out as a nut. Yes, straight up, right? So when I was younger, yes, that's what we grew up on. We used to call this traffic blocking or cutting up, but now they call it swimming. But yeah, Where's 981, Q50 Bree, and a lot of other in New York City tri-state YouTubers who's been getting clout of so much more of it. But Squeeze Ben has definitely got more known. So let me quickly just read what the article says, and I'm gonna give you guys my own commentary. A YouTuber who posted videos of him speeding around New York City, avoiding police as he reached 130 miles an hour. 130 miles an hour is nothing. That's usual shit. Antonio Genstri, otherwise known as Squeeze Benz. The NYPD called him one of the most prolific street racers. That's the problem. You see, that's the first fucking issue. Sorry, YouTube. You guys that do this shit, y'all are now putting us in the same category with y'all. That means people who pretty much like cars, pretty much people who street race, people who take over, and people who do this. If you like cars and you around any of this, they think you're a street racer. And that's not fair. Because a street racer is a street racer. They do that. They don't do none of the nonsense you do. Then you have the takeover people, which hasn't even been that much popular in the last year, 2 years, because it's expensive. And most people with Mopars or any Infiniti either crashed it or been repossessed because y'all had high APRs. I'm saying it on video. Y'all lost y'all job, y'all can't afford the cars, got repoed. All those Hellcats, wide bodies, where they at now? I don't see none of that nonsense anymore in New York City. Only a couple of those cars because y'all ain't got the money anymore, right? All that free money gone. Anyways, now we're being squeezed up in that same category. Police said they arrested 19-year-old Antonio on May 16th, but it wasn't in connection with his videos and antics on the road. He was charged with assault for an incident February 10th inside a Steinway deli in Queens. So they never found him. It's because it's just in connection. Yes, police said the victim was at the deli in Long Island City when he was punched in the head. So your boy Squeeze Benz was punching people in the head. He was arrested and charged with an assault. I'm assuming, and it says, and then it says a 16-year-old was arrested in April and charged with assault and harassment. So I'm assuming it was with somebody else. Then they got this commissioner involved. He said, Gentry can no longer treat the Big Apple like an Indy 500. To anyone thinking about putting themselves and others in danger recklessly zooming through street NYC traffic, think again. And they apprehended him. So they're going to use him as an example, guys. Also, MPD are not alone in searching for him. Police in New Jersey town of Fairfield said he was wanted on charges of burglary, theft, and conspiracy, and more. All right. So that's what we know now. That's what they choose to give us, right? So what is this going to do now for the New York City culture, right? Because this is going to be on my Bring the Boost podcast. I'm talking about this. This is going to be a long-form video. What is this going to now do for it? I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion right now. Because this video is going to, whenever I'm going to drop it. I was out hanging out with AMG guys. And I ended up leaving the car meet. This is during the daytime. About 15 cars. There is like a khaki crew going around. Yes, a khaki crew of NYC police officers that are watching large following car pages that have private meets or takeover events or whatever. And the police, wherever that may be in New York City, are going to come to the meet and shut you guys down. It is an organized thing. Once they know where you guys are going to be at, they are going to pull up. Because recently, I think I have a video that I dropped where they shut down a takeover, not a takeover, it's supposed to be a street racing event or race event. They shut down both sides of the street in Queens, right? And they ran everyone's license, registration, everyone involved. So if you weren't clean, then it wasn't letting you go. They were taking cars if you're not clean. That's it. Because a lot of you guys are running around with temp tags, no insurance, or expired insurance, or whatever. Y'all are not clean. And guess what? They're going to take your car and arrest you. Of course, you're going to get out the next day because of the law. It's crappy here. But this is going to inconvenience y'all. Guys, I'm going to say it straight up on video. I've been saying this stuff for years. If you like the dude cut up on the street, which I'm guilty of it, I like this stuff. With all the cars I've had over the years. But one thing I know to do as a YouTuber is not fucking record it. I may have one or two videos on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, or YouTube where I was doing a little bit of spirited driving. But nothing to the extent of what these guys have been doing over the last 3, 4, 5 years. Nothing to the extent. And then this guy was in a car, if it is Squeeze Benz, right, was also in the car with this guy Neon, right, of a fellow YouTuber, right, or streamer.
We brought the gang out, right? We were just probably going to go on a little ride along with all the BMWs, give you a vibe of the New York car culture type shit. Very chill. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And this guy has a large following. Oh my God, this guy has a huge following, Neon. It's insane how much people follow him. And he put that on his page. So I want to say this other thing. Do you really think, right? Do you really think that this random young kid from Neon or any other YouTubers that have been interviewing, Where's 981, Q53, Stolen F80, all these other swimmers in New York City, right? You know that they could like subpoena, or I don't know the proper verbiage, but I'm subpoena those guys to get them to get this information from, right? Like they can do that lawfully. Do you really think these guys are loyal and won't snitch on y'all? Like, they don't know y'all. Why would anyone be loyal to any of you dudes? They don't know you. Don't give a fuck about you and your family. They don't care. They just don't want to be involved with any criminal activity. They got involved with some criminal activity. It's a traffic violation. They can make up law or find some law where they're gonna have to divulge information, some kind of contact number. They're going to press them if they really want to. So if they want to continue to go at this, where's 981 and all these other guys? You guys already know that I gotta chill. You was smart enough to know to chill. To be honest, if you're smart enough, you'll stop doing it. Just it. I'm sorry. I think all the swimmers should just stop doing it. Stop making the content and putting it out there. If you're gonna swim, swim on your own, but don't put the content out there. I'm telling you, we live in a New York City state where they have enough cameras. They will follow. You know how they found that AMG in Times Square? If you guys ever remember the video with the AMG in the Times Square that was doing burnouts in 360s or whatever. He was drifting in Times Square. They followed the cameras all the way until the person was off the bridge. They followed every camera until they found out where the guy lived. They do this stuff. The same thing for when there's a crime. They follow each camera. They take their time and go through all the cameras, all the videos. They even go on like Snapchat and you can actually press on the videos in the middle and they follow this stuff. It takes some time, some resources, but they finally found where the car might have went to and driven. They can find you. Telling you, those license plate readers, even though you might have a bogus plate, they read that bogus plate every place of where there's an NYC camera or cameras on the cars or on the pole, and they could just track it. They can track that specific image until they find out where you're at. It's the funniest shit, but it's the truth. There's always gonna be God eyes in the sky, if you know what I mean. And if they want to take the time and they put time and money into which they are doing now, they are gonna find you guys, and I think y'all should really just chill, dead ass. I've been saying on video, number one, you're going to either hurt yourself, which some of y'all squeeze bends or where's 91 or y'all admitted that, yeah, this isn't cool and I know I shouldn't be doing it, but, someone else is going to do it. Well, you're the one recording the video, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you're the one recording the video. And I've watched some of the podcasts with them talking. It seemed like you're very smart individuals. Y'all definitely in your mid-20s. Y'all got stuff to lose. They got your lives and stuff. But at the end of the day, if y'all keep doing it, someone's going to snitch. And you don't want this to mess you up. Because guess what's going to happen to Squeeze? What's going to happen to him is this. When he's older, he's 19. When he's like 20, 21, 25, and he wants to go get a Toyota Camry because he just want to drive to work. He got a kid. His insurance is going to be mad high. Liability going to be mad high. It's like $500-$600 a month for a Toyota Camry, like a 95. Mad expensive for no reason. But it ain't for no reason. Because they're going to hit him with a bunch of stuff. And it's going to mess him up for decades to come, yo. Like, that stuff stays on you. Ask anybody on my YouTube video right now that might comment below. Once you get a ticket, that shit stays with you for a good minute. Speeding tickets and reckless driving. It will affect you. You're going to have to pay either now or you're going to pay later. Yes, you could get a good lawyer. That usually helps. But if you ain't got bread like that, you're going to get hit with this stuff. Remember, fines and tickets and stuff are for rich people because they could just pay a lawyer to pay for it to go away. But regular low income and middle class folk, nah, man, they got to take that hit sometimes. It's just straight up truth. And now, because you got this guy, commissioner, involved, they got to prove a point. You can't be driving around New York City tri-state area recording yourself running from the cops and think that shit's going to stay the way it is forever. It's not cool, man. I know I've watched some of these videos and even I'm like, damn, this is like, yo, bring it home. Like, I be feeling it. But I also sit there and when I watch the video, I be like, damn, please don't hit a person. Don't crash into a car and hurt anybody. Right? And I agree that all those swimmers say they don't want to do that. But there's a lot of swimmers who've shown their max and people who show their max. And because there's a culture behind it, you guys are when you're being recorded, that means your guys are taking chances that are above your experience. Because you'll be recording, you want to get that viral moment. So you're going to take cuts you usually won't freaking take. I'm telling y'all, man. I still remember the day when I was 19 years old with my Maxima, with my 3-inch exhaust and intake and all of that stuff. And I'm blowing down Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. It's me, a COK 550. You know, that one sound nice. It was a STI wagon, not the one before the bug eye one, not the Hawkeye one. And it was two other more cars. It was I'm telling you guys why I'm saying the COK 500. There was another car. It was two other cars. I can't remember the other cars, man. It's been so long. I'm 36 now. This was like 19, so I was his age. All you gotta know is if you live in New York City, Brooklyn, and you're on Atlantic Avenue where the LR comes up. You got two lanes, which are regular driving lanes. You have the parking lane. So at night, I used to come home from my job, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and you want to rush to get home. And Atlantic Avenue was pretty much my speedway. Like, I hate to say it, it was our speedway. And in the right lane, sometimes cars don't usually park there. But when you're doing the cutting up, which was a thing at night, or you're doing the red light or green light racing, if you know what I mean, right? That STI was always moving, always moving. He was beating everybody. I forgot what the other car was, but we all met up and we was moving. We all cut to the right passenger, the parking lane. Cut right, cut right, right. STI made it. I was like the third car. I forgot the second car was. It was a faster car than me. I really can't remember. But he made the left, got in front of the car that was in the middle lane. And there was a parked car in the parking lane. So STI made the cut into the middle lane. The car in front of me made the cut. I made the cut. There was another car behind me. It was 5 cars. I can't remember the car, man. I really wish I could tell you that story. But anyways, the guy behind me, I sort of remember made the cut. But I was like, yo, there's a parked car right there. The COK did not make it because that middle car came up to, of course, if you get it, the middle car came up and the COK couldn't make the cut to left and macked. And I heard, toosh, all alarms. I saw the car move in my rear view and I just kept moving. I was like, oh, shit. And I just kept it moving. If that was one of his boys that was with him, because the car that was behind me ended up slowing down and then keep going. I was like, oh, shit, that's a Mac. Right? This is stuff they used to have back in the days, but there's no cameras for this. This is just people getting into accidents. But now that you got on videos of culture behind it, and now there's younger guys who are seeing this culture and going out there and saying, no hezzy, Max sauce, like they just over here wild and doing their own thing. You guys are messing up your lives. And I'm going to be honest with you. There is an effect that you guys have put out there. The effect is this. You put these videos up, it gets the young guys that are like me or younger than me who I won't say like my age, but most people my age ain't this dumb anymore. But young guys want to go do the same thing and they lack the experience of driving. And they have faster cars that are literally double, sometimes triple faster than the cars we had back then. And my maximum was, 205 horsepower. Let's be serious now. The 8-year-old now is rocking a Q50 or a 340 or any, they're 500 horsepower cars. Almost triple the amount of power. And they have barely any experience. And they go out there and guess what? Mac. The stuff isn't good in the long term, man. And it's a culture now that young kid is going to go out there and kill himself because he want to wild out. There's plenty of times in New York City we have borough tours or we have meets where we go to different locations. I've been around long enough where there's people I've known who've died going from one meet to the other meet because they will, as much as we want to sit there and say it's all them for speeding and wilding on the highway, still lost people over the years because they want to wild out. It was a little wet on the road or they took the wrong cut. They hit the center median, the car flipped, their body flew out, was ejected. Like, this is insane. These are people I've known over almost the last 2 decades, man. Gone. So now the young guys are seeing these videos and they going out there trying to do the same thing, want to have fun, even if they're not recording. And they're going to make a mistake and they're gonna die at 19, 20, 21 because of an accident that was their doing. This is stupidest shit in the world. As an older dude, I still believe you should have your fun certain times in certain places where there's not much people on the road, right? Do it. Yo. Do it then. If you're going to kill somebody, I hate to say it, just make sure you don't bring another person with you, right? Like, it sounds as bad as it sounds. Because innocent people should not have to pay because people are doing stupid shit. Like, was it that kid, he was street racing somebody else and he ended up killing a woman and a kid? And he ended up getting like 25 years in jail for just speeding. Don't let New York City be the place where you get that book You wilding, you hit somebody in an intersection that was just walking across the street with their kid and their dog. You don't want to be that person because they're gonna throw the book at you. And who wants to go to jail for just for speeding? But then you end up killing somebody. It's the dumbest shit. Most people do not want to hurt anybody. So before I end this video, I want to say this other thing. If you're running from the cops, well, okay, fuck that. Yeah, I'm cursing. The stuff y'all see in videos sometimes, some of these dudes are fucking criminals, as it's just been proven. Allegedly, Squeeze is a criminal. But other people that record this stuff are criminals, bro. They're not clean. Think about it. If any individual is recording himself running from police, just having fun, right? Running from police, it makes it like a thing. That means something's not clean. They wanted for something, their car's not clean, the car might be stolen. It's a real thing. Maybe some of the big guys we watch are good and clean, but they just want to protect their identities. But other people, sometimes when you have these laws, they're in a position to play to protect the criminals. Think about it. If a person is in a RAV4 going 80 miles an hour, we always hear the story. Oh, the person was speeding in a RAV4. They pulled them over. They found pounds of cocaine. Dumb shit. And we're like, why were you speeding? Because they're already above the law. They're not that smart of criminals. Like, think about how kind of criminal you have to be to have this type of activity. To not, your mindset isn't the same as like a regular person. You're already a criminal. Some criminals are smart and try to be low key. Some don't care. They stupid. So when you live in a city and state where you can do this stuff, you will. Because if you got the gun in your car, yes, the gun into your car, and it's not registered to you, and you know you live in a city where, I can just drive away from cops and they can't really catch me, you're going to take off. If you know you got cocaine and other drugs in your car, you're going to take off. Ask any New York City police officer that well, they ain't going to tell you, but any that works in narcotics and all that stuff, or look it up online and read about this stuff, they will tell you the people that run away usually have something bad going on. That's it. So now when you're running away from cops, they don't look at it as, oh my God, this guy was going 80. He doesn't want to stop. Oh my God, he doesn't want to get 80. Why is he running? He must be guilty of something. Let's see if we can catch him. I'm telling you, man, this culture is stupid. It's not good for the future of the car community. They think we all are the same. We can't even go to car meets and congregate anymore because there's laws for us to actually congregate as car people, or assembly. Even though we're supposed to have freedom of assembly, we're not even allowed to really do that technically. And when the khaki boys pulled up on the AMG guys and gave everyone tickets for no front license plate or lack of registration or parking lot, no one wants that. No one wants that. Or arrest anybody who may have a suspended license. No one wants this stuff. New York City car culture is dead, man. They won't allow us to have fun. There's no places to go anywhere. And that's why they want to see us trash for cars. They want us riding city bikes and walking and taking the MTA train and taking all this money from us and not doing anything with it. It's the funniest thing. I've seen this city continue to change over time. Oh, I want to also bring up this last thing. This is a great example. I want to show you guys this guy. I want to show you guys this guy, Rush Shift. Why should you guys even give a F about Rush Shift? Who is Rush Shift? I bet you guys don't know who Rush Shift is. You want to know how you guys don't know who Rush Shift is? Because he's not a YouTuber anymore. He's not street racing anymore. Because he lives in California. And you see all these beautiful cars he had back then? Right? Look at all these beautiful cars. Why is his last post 164 weeks ago? Right? With all these beautiful cars he got, oh my God, it's fire cars, right? Fast cars. YouTube was growing up. And guess what happened? California said, oh, wait, you're the guy that's on our highways racing, speeding, doing all this stuff? They impounded his cars, every single one of them. Imagine having all these $1,000 car notes and all those money that you owe and things. And they said, oh, you have no cars. You can't make YouTube videos without freaking cars. Yeah, I mean, you can. I did it on this. It's hard, but you can do it. But people watch them because they want to see the cars move. And his YouTube, and then also it was kind of during the pandemic, so now he lost his cars. He had to pay all those car notes. That destroys your credit, right? Destroys everything. You can't really you really, if you can't really take off, you can take off the insurance, but then if you take the insurance off the cars, you still owe a car note. They still want you handing the plates. There's so much things that happen, and it destroyed him financially, bad. And he chose to give up because guess what, guys? This stuff destroys you financially. The city and state will destroy you financially for breaking the laws. They would. They destroyed this man financially. And it sucks, but that's what happened. That's what happened. Let me see. Let me see if I can go. Does he don't even have his YouTube link up anymore. Right? Um let me see. Let me see. Right? Let me put in Rush Shift. I got time. I got time today. You guys are watching Rush Shift GT. Let's see if he's okay, so this is Rush Shift. Right? Boom. His YouTube is still here. He's not dead. I want you guys to know it. He's not dead. He's still a very much living person. Right? And this is got rid of the Challenger, all this other stuff. I think he took down some of his videos when he talked about what was happening. He doesn't even, I think he ended up taking a why stop making YouTube videos, right? And after that, I think he took down the videos of him when the cars got repoed and everything. So I think he took it down. I could actually use his videos. I don't care.
Damn, Rush, where you been, buddy? Missing. A lot of people have questions.
Let's see.
Do Hellcats and RTD routes, so all of us pretty much had our cars taken away at the same time. They set it up like that, and yeah, it really sucks. I know I might be smiling about it right now because really deep inside I'm kind of in tears because I haven't had my cars for over 100 days, guys, and that is kind of insane to think about your cars being gone for that long.
He haven't had his car on 100 days 3 years ago. They kept his car. I'm going to say it again. They kept his cars for longer than that. And he chose to say, screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. Being a YouTuber is expensive. And that's the end of that. That's the end of that. He stopped. He could have been a very popular YouTuber. Great videos. A lot of views. A lot of people enjoy watching his videos. Let me see if he might have made another YouTube channel. No, that's it. He just chose to stop doing it. That's it. Done. No more. Gone. That's it. I'm not going to add any more time or energy into it. But understand, when you break the law, you got to pay. You got to pay the piper at some point. Some people are going to be examples. Sometimes people are not being recorded on it. Understand, when you keep doing this stuff, it's going to affect you. It's going to catch up to you financially at some point. Or you're going to lose your life or take someone else's life. And you don't want that on your conscience. I think, in my personal opinion, a lot of you I'm not saying street racers. It's two different things. I see a lot of you guys are swimming and running from police. I think you guys need to stop doing this shit. Stop uploading those videos, and y'all should just lay low right now. And I think y'all should stay keeping low. And stop doing this shit. Because what you guys are doing is you're making the car culture look worse. Just like the takeover people. I must be the first one or one of the few people to say it. Yo, you guys are making us look stupid. I'm going to say it again. You guys are making us look stupid. And you guys really don't think that these other YouTubers that I interview won't snitch on y'all? Y'all dumb as hell, or y'all dumb or stupid. Which one are y'all? They gonna snitch on y'all. I understand that y'all appreciate these YouTubers giving y'all clout and more people to watch it and everything like that. And you guys get your opinion across about what it is. But it's all freaking negative. There's nothing good about it. So it's going to continue to make other younger kids follow y'all. And they're going to go out there and do what they could do and crash. Y'all can give all the PSAs y'all want to start the videos. You're not going to stop that young kid wanting to be like you. That's why when my YouTube started, I didn't do none of that stuff. I know I may not ever have become a big YouTuber, and I may never. But the young guys that ever watched any of my videos, they watch my videos, and they're like, yo, Boost is trying to be a straight shooter. He's telling me what the right and wrongs to do in the car community, telling me how to do certain things with parts and stuff like that, and that's just that was my lane. But YouTubers like, y'all go out there and y'all put these videos up, and it's not good. It's not good running from police. It's not good cutting up crazy in traffic and causing other people to crash their car because they don't even know how to drive. Yeah, I understand that. And I've done this stuff myself. I've seen people freak out, and I get it. And when you're younger, I did it, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing this. Isn't that cool? And I did it, and it just naturally happens over time. You stop doing it, you're like, all right, let me chill out. I was hot boy and everything like that. But everyone that goes through that stage, and I'd rather some of you guys just not go through it at all. Like, that's it. Just skip that stage as a young car person. Just skip it. And you don't need a 500 horsepower car. The people are doing this in 150 horsepower vehicles with 4 cylinders that are young. You all go through it. I just don't want y'all to lose your life at it. That's all I'm saying. The coach needs to stop on this. This shit needs to be dead. Call that swimming coaches need to be dead. I'ma say it as an older dude. Oh my god, he stick in your lane, oh young, whatever. I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say it. I really wish I had a larger platform to speak on it because then I know I can give some narrative to the culture. But a lot of the bigger YouTubers won't really speak on this shit because they don't give a fuck about y'all, man. It's all about views. So they're gonna keep doing stupid shit. Or they're not even around this culture or this ghetto shit. They're not around it. So why would they ever speak on it? Because their followers aren't doing stupid shit like this. They're not supporting. They don't support this shit. Anyways, I'm talking way too much, but I really appreciate you guys for showing your support, man. Much love to my Boost in Motion family, man. Much love. You already know what to do. Continue to support the channel. If you haven't checked some of my old videos, definitely have plenty of them. Also, subscribe to our Boost in Foreigns channel. I uploaded or have uploaded all my C63, E63 content over there, and I just want that channel to gain some more followers. Cause yeah, your boy Boost has a foreign car too, so show the love over there. Outside that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have a good day. Thank you.